What's up, everybody? Editor Axe Wizard here. I know that not everyone's going to want to watch this hour-long video on how I made this song, so I'm going to be a complete Chad, an absolute bro, and I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video for you, so you can just listen to the final product. And if you don't want to watch the rest of the video, you don't have to. Cool, but enjoy this this theme I made for my space game. What's up, everybody? Axe Wizard here. Working on my game some more, but I kind of want to work on the theme of the song. So here we go. So this is like the image that I'm going to have for like my title screen. So I want to make like a theme that's going to go over this. And I had an idea. I looked up what is the least used like musical note or key in music. And apparently it is A sharp minor or B flat minor, and that's just, I guess that scale's not used much. So this is gonna sound really scuffed because I only have my microphone like right here, and it's picking up my voice, but it's also picking up my speaker that I have hooked up to my audio interface. Because of how Windows audio works, it's a pain. So this is how I'm gonna have to run it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start off with let's just do something, I don't know, let's see how this sounds. Okay, alright, this sounds pretty rough, but so the theme that I have in my head is kind of like this, just something like that. Let's maybe a little heavier. That's not hitting quite right. So what if we just do, I think I made my own like bass sound that uses basically just like a pitch shifter. So we can do something like, just something like that. So let's see if the default 120 tempo is a good fit for this. No, it needs to be slower. So we're gonna do so we're gonna do 80. I can't keep the tempo. So let's just get some drum effects going here. So instruments, I have Easy Drummer. Let's toss this on here. And we'll throw this up. I'm gonna do Drums of Destruction, and I'm gonna do Tune Track Axe. Look at that, they made me my own drum set. Axe Wizard uses the Axe drum set. How fitting. So what we can do is I have a bunch of like a few MIDI packs on here. So if I go here, I've got like a bunch of like Dirk Van Buren and Gene Hoglan riffs. I also have a bunch of Lamb of God stuff, like from Chris Adler, who's no longer with Lamb of God anymore, but Let's do some Dirk Van Buren stuff. Does he have any intro? So let's do something. Yeah. That sounds fun. Let's drag that on here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop this. And then we'll see if we can like play along with it. Alright, we need something like heavy. So this is pretty fun. So let's get rid of this metronome for now. For this, switch back to my guitar effects here. And what I want is just something heavy, man. So I got a few different things. Modern gent tone's not quite scratching that itch that I'm looking for. But maybe it will now. So what if we just... I don't know, I feel like this is all like kind of too fast. Yeah, this is not sounding what I want at all. So let's get rid of this. Let's turn this sweet guitar down. Let's do some Gene Hoglan stuff, see what he's got. So he's all super fast BPM, which means that all these are probably not going to work for this 80 BPM. That's kind of groovy. I like that. Let's throw that on here. And let's just see what happens. So let me turn the loop off. Stop doing that. We're going to record this. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep the loop going. And then we'll just play around with it. Okay, that's a workable riff. Let's record it. Okay, so now we got a little riff there that's somewhat workable. So let's turn on the loop and we'll start it over. Now, okay, so that's kind of working. There's some cool themes there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to using modern gent tone again and just see if that sounds any different. and then I'm going to record a sort of a like the ambiance theme over it. So let's try to modern gent tone for that. For this one, I want to do. Does this kind of work? Yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's record this, and so let's record it. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we got kind of a thing going. So let me add another track on here. And this will be probably my lead track once it loads the insert. I'm still trying to find my way around this scale. So let's start with okay, so we got loop on. Let's play it again. Okay, so we got a start. We got some cool ideas going. I like where this is headed. Let's extend this out a little bit so we can actually get some playtime to it. And we're going to cut this here as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy these. Copy, paste. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to get rid of this looper. And I'm going to re-record this track here, which is our ambiance track. I think I'm just going to keep with the original idea. I think that was good. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got kind of a theme going, and so what we're doing is in the scale we're hitting the root, third, and then a fifth to make like a chord, and that's like the first theme. And then after that we're going the root, and we're going the fourth, and then to the second. So that's kind of our theme there. So now that we've got that playing, let's crank this looper over this whole section. Come on, go faster. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to just turn on this off and go back to my lead effect. And kind of like just improvise over it and see what happens. 3, 4. Oh, I forgot to loop it. Okay. So we got something that doesn't necessarily suck. You know, just that static kind of like that. You know, it's just pretty basic. That's like holding down the low end there, and we can still go lower. So maybe we might add like a little breakdown section in there. I don't know, but I mean, this is going okay so far. I don't hate it. Let's turn off the metronome because we got the drums. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So then, you know, I'm not really recording these leads because I'm just experimenting with them right now, just to get a feel for what rhythms and melodies I like. And I think, you know, we'll just record one just for fun. We'll turn the metronome back on. We will do our pre-count again. Oh, I forgot to turn my loop off, so it kept recording. So let's see how that sounds, though. Yeah, you know, it's... I'm not too happy with it. It's missing something. Let's label these tracks before I get too much farther, though. So we're going to do metal rhythm. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do O2 metal rhythm. I'm going to rename this to O1 drums. Rename this to O3 ambiance and O4 lead. Like just a sort of intro theme. I wonder if maybe I should just keep like my original idea. So just copy all of this stuff and just get rid of it, and then just keep this stuff like looping. Like keep this whole rhythm part and everything. Let's cut this here. So now let's try to select it all. Copy, paste, and we'll just maybe do it like 3 times. Boom. So that'll give us some time to experiment with like leads and everything. And so let's turn these off. Let's go back to our lead. So we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm basically hitting those, I'm trying to land on those notes that's played with like the theme. And it doesn't sound interesting enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to land on a note in a triad of that. So for example, that first note, if I play the root third fifth of that, if I land on any of those notes, it'll still work. So on the third, if I do third, fifth, seventh, any of those notes will fit. And then when we go down to the fifth, or go up to the fifth rather, I don't know. We'll play around with that. I'll try to mix it up. Oh, you know what might help with lead, since I'm recording, I can take my fret wrap here and just kind of move this down over the strings, and it'll kind of mute a lot of the dead noise. It doesn't stop that stuff though, but that's fine. So let's just try it again. I've been going for over an hour and I'm just not really feeling it. Maybe I could, I don't know. Let's try a few more. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so let's listen to how that sounded. Yeah, it could be fun. Throw another lead on here. 05 harmony. So yeah, let's just try this out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan of the harmony thing, but because I don't know what notes I was playing is a problem. So for example, for that first thing where I was like oh, I'm not here we go. So what I can do is I can do like a third or a fifth harmony. So for example, if I'm playing and I go up like a third and I go like, that might be an okay harmony. So let's see how that sounds. So let's record 2, 3, 4. So like that, it sounds like an okay harmony, but I don't know like what other notes I was playing. So yeah, fun stuff there. So let's change this to bass. How about that? 05 bass. And all we're gonna add here is, if we go to my bank, I have a bass sound here, and like all I'm going to do is just basically So I have like a little crappy bass sound because I don't actually own a bass. So I'm just gonna play and see like what happens. Kind of adds like some heaviness to it. I don't know. I don't know if I should play with pick or fingers. Or if I should just slap. I'm gonna slap. I don't know what I'm doing, and I wasn't even recording any of that anyway, so you probably can't even hear it. So let's just try a recording and then see if we can actually hear something. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can tell we've got sounds there, but are they noticeable? So let's like solo this. To me, I don't really hear it in the mix, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to record like just a basic bass riff. I don't know if... I don't know what sounds best. I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go pick. So let's just record a basic riff here. 1, 2. Oh no, wrong spot. Why am I there? Go back to the beginning. Okay, let's try this again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So I think we get kind of the idea. So if we just cut this right here, get rid of that, and we also cut this right here, and we can, oh, I did not want to do that, but whatever, it'll still work. Okay, so let's just solo the bass. So there's a very crappy bass line that I think we can just copy and paste and put through the whole darn thing. So copy, paste, paste. So yeah, this is obviously really well engineered, but yeah. So, and then what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut all this here, and we're going to fade the whole track at the end. We can edit automation. Oh, here we go. So now we have a line, and what we can do is that we can just simply drag. How do I... Oh, there we go. Look at that. So now we got a fade. So now, okay, that's a pretty sudden fade. But let's keep this here. Let's drag this farther back to this measure here, and then we'll do a slight curve there. Okay, let's undo that curve and see how that sounds if we just fade normal. Okay, so it kind of works. So cool. There we go. So there's a rough draft. So let me save this. All right, day 2. I've taken, actually, it's been a few days. Taken some time. I've listened to the track, and I'm gonna just cut like the whole second half of the lead because it's painfully obvious I don't know what I was doing. And I was kind of experimenting with an idea of like maybe I could do like this like arpeggio pattern. So I was like I just kept sweep picking that because I didn't know what to do, and I've been practicing sweeps a lot. But what if we just do like this cool arpeggio pattern that sort of follows the same notes? So we're doing like A sharp, and we're doing F sharp, G sharp, back to A. So what if we just kind of we do an A sharp, like, you know, like I was doing, but then we also do so to make it kind of fit. Like I think this pattern would sound okay. Something like that. So I think that could be kind of cool to work in. So what I want to do is I'm going to duplicate this track. Duplicate track, and we're gonna start it from the beginning, and I'm just gonna see how that sounds like in context of the music here. Okay, I like this whole first part. Like this all sounds good. So it kind of meshes. Like I don't hear any notes that really clash with anything. So let me mute the lead track. Let's go back to the start and let's just play it again. See what happens. So yeah, it kind of works. So I think what I might do is I might just keep like the first half the same, and then the second half is where it starts kind of all going south. I might just switch that up. I might just sort of layer this in the background, that, and then just play like some more, you know, I don't know, like. Because there was a part I did there that sounded really good that I like, that sticks out. It's towards the end. Where was it? Let me make sure we don't have it muted anymore. Yeah, this part. So yeah, let's just cut out the part that we don't want anymore. So let me listen to this again here. Yeah, so pretty much like from here on, I just start guessing, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think. Well, let me just listen to a little bit more. Yeah, I think that whole part can, all of that can probably just go. Let's see. Okay, I like it up until this point. So let's get rid of that. And we'll see. Cool. So now what we can do is, let me change this to 05 lead 2, and then we're going to change, oops, I didn't like that. 05, and then we'll do 06 bass. And I might redo the bass line too, but I'm going to keep it for now. So let's experiment with some other ideas of what we can do here. So let's that sounds kind of cool. So I kind of like that idea of, tell you what, since I have the same track duplicated here, I'm just going to do it over here. And I'll just move the track up where I want it. That works. Something like that, like you know, I think that works out okay. Let's give it another listen. Okay, and then just for funsies, let's switch back to monitoring lead 4, and I'm gonna try to play that, you know, the thing. So let's back it up a little bit and go back a bit more. Yeah, I think that sounds really cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna move. No, what did I just do? Select this. I want you to move this track up. So now that we've got that, I think for this lead, I don't know if I want to have that same lead tone. So I think I'm using the Steve Vai, like, you know, For the Love of God tone. So I want to use, just don't remind me, get out of here with all your promotions, man. I'm gonna use the Joe Satriani one, because I think that one, I think that might be a good, you know, contrast between like the main lead tone that we have going. So let's try this again. Oh wait, I'm no wonder it sounds bad. I'm using the I'm monitoring the wrong track. Let's try it again now. let me try. Let me go back to the Steve Vai one for this one, and I want to see just how it sounds now. So let's just go back a little bit farther. All right, here we go. I messed up. So I've got that master track fade, and I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. Because I think once I finish this song, once I'm happy with it, I'm going to cut out this intro part and just make it so it loops. And I think that would sound really cool. So I think I'm almost done with this. So what I'm going to do is let's track this this other part that I was working on here. So let's just start from back here, turn on record. I think I'm going to keep the same lead because it meshes well. The other thing I could do is I can use like my Andy James lead. This one might be a bit too loud. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it with the Steve Vai, and I'm gonna since I'm gonna be recording this, I'm gonna try to mute all unnecessary sound, and let's try to get a good take on this here. So let's record this. Oh, I dropped my pick. No, no. Oh my God. Thankfully, it wasn't lost forever. So, kind of a fun thing, usually I'm using a bit of a thinner pick. This one is like 0.73. I find that's good for, it's a pretty sturdy pick. And then I'm using a 1.0, which is a little bit thicker, because I find it easier to do the cross string stuff with a little bit of a thicker pick. So, just a little fun fact there. So, let's try this again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's alright, I messed it up, but I think I got one good clean take. So let's listen here. Yeah, so let's cut this like right here. Delete that bit. And then we're gonna select this, copy, paste. No, I gotta cut the first part, that's right. Cut the first part. See, I got a little, I wasn't right on the money there, but I think that should still sound okay. I keep using my keybinds for DaVinci Resolve, which is my video editing software. Okay, so let's just see if this transition sounds okay. Sounds good. Yeah, perfect transition. You know, it was a little bit rough transitioning down to the lower notes. So when I go from to down here, that transition is clean, but I think it's not going to be that noticeable in the. So I think that won't be that noticeable. So I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this again. Boom. And it looks like that is... So then what we can do is we can add a little bit more lead on this side here. Boom. So we will unsolo this. So now let's give it another shot here and see how this... So we still got that fade. So there we go. So now I can see it. Just had to right click on the actual fader. So what if I just want to just get rid of this? Boom, we just put that there. So I think instead of what I kind of want to do, let me play with something else here. Let me just run it back. There you go. So I think that I wasn't recording, so that was smart. So let's try to record something like that again. So the scale's weird. I never played these notes, so like when I look at my fretboard, it looks super weird. So I'm always lost. But so right, okay. So now what we're going to do, let's cut this end here, because I want to leave like a little bit going. And then we're going to turn this looper back on. I'm going to go back to the start, and we're going to start right where the looper begins. And let's play it. I want to see how it loops. Alright, yeah, cool. So, one thing I noticed, I think this track here where I'm just doing that, you know, the friggin'... I think I might fade that out a little earlier. Maybe even like a little bit more than that. Let's do a little sharper fade there. Yeah, I think that sounds all right. Yeah, sounds pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. The bass, though, I'm not sure about the bass. Like, it sounds like it's blowing out my speakers towards the end here. Nah, I'm just gonna keep the bass. I'm not gonna worry about it. So, yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how this sounds. Let me just give it one more listen. Yeah, that loop's great. I'm not quite happy with how the fade sounds. It's almost like it's fading the gain, and so what's happening is it's like... It's like I'm playing it quieter, and it sounds really weird. Whereas I just wanted to fade the actual volume of that track, not necessarily the gain, but because I'm using a direct input signal, so that I can change the effects after I record it, that's just a side effect of that, unfortunately. So I wonder if I just fade that a little bit more, like just really exponentially fade that bad boy out. Or maybe I could like end it on something like that. So as I'm doing like... But I don't think that would sound right. I'm just gonna keep it how it is. Like it loops fine and it's not bad. It's only like a minute long or something. Like let's see, what's the... So a minute 15. So it'll be a minute and 12 when I export just the looped area. And it just since it loops, it's perfect for the title screen of my game. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then I think when I work on the game next, I will see if I can make a main menu. I've been having problems doing the auto-generated UI stuff, but if we go to like open game art and stuff, like I was looking at this, I think I might do something with this here. It's going slow because I'm downloading a game right now. But I might use this because it's CC0 public domain. Like I don't even have to attribute the creator of it. But I might make my own UI elements with this. I think this kind of light blue here could be good for my background. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try it out. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I'll play the finished product. I guess I'll export it really quick. How about that? Let's go back here. Song, export mixdown. We want between loop. Let's do final, because I don't think I'm going to work on this anymore. Okay, it's working on exporting. So the cool thing about this is it'll tell me if we go over, if we peak the levels at all. Sometimes I do that with my drum track, and I don't really have control over the volume of that much. I can fade it down a little bit, but oh, look at that, perfect. We're done. All right, let's cool. Well, I'm gonna shut this pig down, and we're gonna listen to the final draft, and I'm pretty happy with it. So you're gonna listen to it on the actual file itself, not just picked up from my crappy microphone through my garbage little speaker here that I got at Big Lots for $5. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.